guys, welcome to Sassy Goes Keto. This is Sassy here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful cooking up a storm day, because I know I am. It is a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and guess what? We are going to be cooking some brownies today. Yes, guys, brownies. Oh, yum. Look at those. How delicious does that look? And we have 2 of them here, and they are good. You can eat them warm, which they're going to be a little bit more stickier, or you can cool them off and they're still just as perfect being completely cool. They will last for a couple days, but in my house, I don't know about y'all, they ain't going to last more than 2. I'm going to be doubling up this batch for you guys, because I'm going to be making 2, enough to last the whole week. I'm going to be bringing them to some coworkers for them to try. Delicious, yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so on some of the ingredients I have, I will be playing that video right now. Alright guys, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be cooking in my 2 Rubbermaid pans, because they do not stick. I don't have to add oil or anything else like that. These are amazing. Unfortunately, you could probably get these off of Amazon, Finger Hut, all kinds of things. I just happened to get mine at a Lucky Thrifty store. So they are, this one is quite big. The other one's just like a regular pie pan, but it works for both of these. I'm going to be making both of these today, because I am doubling my batch of brownies, so that way I can make a lot of them. Okay, I did forget to put the monk fruit in the video, so we're also going to need that. Alright, let's get you pulled down and get you making brownies. You're going to set your oven at 350. Get that warming up while you're making this, because as soon as you get done making this, your oven's going to be nice and warm and ready to go. Alright, so let's bring you down, and then, whoops, sorry, hand in the face, and get you going here. Alright guys, first thing you're going to do after you get your oven heated is you're going to take your 2 sticks of butter, you're going to pop it in the microwave for about 30 seconds until it gets nice and melted. Okay, so now we're going to start with our almond flour. For a single batch, you're going to need a 1/2 cup of almond flour. For a single batch. But I am making a double. Okay, and then let's see here. You need 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Here I have a 1/2. So I'm going to put the 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder in there. 1 teaspoon of vanilla, which is going to go later. And I'm going to go ahead and mix this up real quick. Doesn't matter if there's any lumps or anything, because you're just going to be mixing this up afterwards. You can sift if you like. My almond flour, I let it set out all day, and plus I've been baking. I've already made this batch of brownies 3 times within the past 2 days, so we got it going. Alright, so next we're going to do 1/3 cup of your cocoa powder. Guys, you can use what cocoa powder that you have on hand. If you have Hershey's, go ahead and use Hershey's. Just make sure it's unsweetened. Okay? Alright, so we got that. And then for our monk fruit, which will be the end of the dry ingredients, we're going to use 1 cup. For a single batch, you're only going to need a 1/2 cup. Unfortunately, I don't use Swerve or any other kind of sugar. So if you guys use Swerve or, oh, that worked out just right. 1 cup, 1 bag of down of monk fruit. And this monk fruit is just 1-to-1 ratio, so. And then just get it mixed up a little bit. Get that cocoa powder in. I mean, this would be great just to make and put in a container and give it to as a gift and just have them add the liquid ingredients. That would be awesome too. Okay, so I've got it all mixed in there, and what I'm doing is I'm just going to create a little divot. And I'm not going to separate. You guys can separate if you like. Figure out what you're going to do. Now I'm going to be adding the wet ingredients. Okay. So I'm just going to be pouring my 2 sticks of butter in here. And it calls for 2 eggs for a single recipe. So you guys can mix your butter and your sugar and your vanilla and heavy whipping cream together if you like. And then get it all in there. But I just mix all mine together because there's no sense of creating extra dishes. So this calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Alright, and I'm going to use 2 because I'm doubling it. So now all that left to do is you're going to add 4 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream. What this does is it mellows out the cocoa powder, and it also helps you have a very delicious brownie. And 6. All right, and I put 6 tablespoons for a double batch. And then you're just gonna mix it all up. Let's get them eggs mixed up. All right, let me get this mixed up and I'll be right back. All right, here we have this all mixed up. And it is very thick, yummy. Taste the chocolate. If you guys want this extra chocolatey, you could just take and throw in some Lily's chocolate chips or some Choc Zero chocolate chips. It tastes delicious with anything, guys, and it just tastes good on its own as well. There is no beefing it up. Optional, you can do walnuts. Put some walnuts in there. Very delicious. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to divide the batter in half. And I'm just going to put half in one and half in the other. And then we're going to bake these brownies at 350 for 25 minutes. And they are going to be so delicious and yummy. Let's see if I can measure this out correctly here for half and half. So yummy. Can't wait to eat these. I think I might have put a little bit too much in my other one, but that's okay. And you just, nope, perfect. Just get it spread out. And if you have a regular cake pan that you want to use, just butter it with a little bit of butter and put a little bit of almond flour in the bottom of it. And then that should help with any stickage or anything that you have. Yeah, there's a little bit more in here than I like. So of course this one's a little bit smaller, so it does not need that much. Alright, I think that is perfect. It's going to, I mean, you can even add coconut on top of here, but I mean, brownies, come on guys, they're just delicious just the way they are. So, alright, we're going to get this off. We're going to get it in the oven, 350 for 25 minutes, and then I'll bring you guys right back. Alright guys, it's been a full 25 minutes. I just took them out. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do the poke test. Perfect. And perfect. So they are done. They are ready to go. I'm going to let them cool off. And then I'm going to cut it. So it at least needs to cool off for about 5 minutes. That way it gives it time to set. And then as soon as it gets cooled off a little bit, I'll cut one. And then they're going to look exactly like this. Delicious, yummy. And guys, these are the ones that I made yesterday, and they are still really soft. As you can see, I got little nibbles taken out there from little mice that they have here. But I mean, as you can see, I'll do the break test, and it looks crumbly, but I'm telling you, it is still a brownie. It's delicious. It's not crumbly. It's very moist. You guys are going to love these. I cannot wait for you guys to do these. Oh my goodness. And this is my own version, guys. I've been trying with this 3 or 4 different times because I'm not a cocoa fan, but a cocoa powder fan. So I've been experimenting with these for a while, and then one of my viewers, thank you, gave me a good tip stating to add the heavy whipping cream in here, and that would help tone it out, and it did. So great tip. I love the tips. Keep the tips coming in, guys. I accept everything. I answer everything. I love you guys so much. This is great. Wait until you try these. So let me get these cooled off, and I'll come back with the plating. Alright, guys. It's been about 2 to 3 minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and cut this. And each one of these can make 8 brownies. But I like my brownies rather big. And we're just going to do it to show off for you guys how beautiful they look. So we're going to get this in here in the first one. See if I can get it out. And it's still really hot. And look at that, guys. See if I can get that view in there. And it is still yummy, delicious, ooey gooey. I'm like, yes. Trying to figure out which way I want to put this here. I'll put it this way. Get that there. That there. And of course, you can't have a brownie without whipped topping. So we're just going to go ahead and get some whipped topping up on here. And we don't need the yellow one. And these are just cute little toppers that I have to put on top of there. And there you go, guys. Yummy, delicious brownie. Great. I'm going to take and get some pictures of this. And then we'll get things going. So, let me pull this up. Alright, so thank you for joining me. You guys have a wonderful cooking up a storm day. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you'd like to see more of my upcoming videos. And we'll see you guys on the next recipe. You guys have a wonderful night.